under the neem tree, balance screens in play. The Colony Park in Jaipur was usually full of laughter, but lately a different sound filled the air. Bleep, bloop, bleep. Ria, Arav, and Mira were huddled on a bench, their faces lit by the glow of their phones, fingers flying across the screens. They were masters of Galaxy Gems, a game that had captured all their attention. The swings sat empty and the slide was lonely, but the children didn't notice. They were busy collecting cosmic jewels in a digital world, far away from the warm sunshine and the gentle breeze rustling the leaves of the grand old neem tree that stood like a guardian in the center of the park. Ria's nanny, grandmother, watched them from her balcony, a small frown on her face. Her heart felt a little sad seeing them miss the beautiful day. She remembered a time when the park was filled with the sounds of running feet and happy shrieks. With a determined smile, she walked down to the park. "My little screen wizards," she said, her voice as warm as the Jaipur sun. "I have a new game for you. It's called Neem Noon. 1 hour, under the cool shade of our big neem tree, playing games from my childhood. No screens allowed." Arav looked up, squinting against the sunlight he hadn't noticed before. "Games? Without a screen?" he asked, sounding puzzled. Mira giggled. "What kind of games, Nani? Are there levels to beat?" Ria was hesitant. She was just about to unlock the Stardust level in Galaxy Gems. But Nani's eyes twinkled with a promise of a different kind of fun. "Just for 1 hour," Ria finally said, nudging her friends. "Let's try it." Her friends, trusting Ria, nodded in agreement. Under the sprawling, leafy branches of the neem tree, Nani laid out her treasures, a small, oval-shaped wooden piece called a gilli, and a longer, sturdy stick called a danda. "This," she announced proudly, "is gilli danda." At first, their attempts were clumsy. They swung the danda and missed the gilli completely, sending up little puffs of dust. But Nani was a patient teacher. Soon, with her guidance, crack! Arav hit the gilli perfectly, sending it soaring through the air. A cheer erupted from the group. Next, Nani drew a large rectangle in the dirt and taught them the rules of kho-kho. Their feet, so used to being still, now pounded the earth as they chased and dodged. Ria, who was usually quiet and focused during her games, discovered she was surprisingly fast and nimble. She zigzagged through the players, her breath coming in happy puffs, her laughter echoing through the park as she finally tagged Mira on the shoulder. They collapsed in a heap, giggling, feeling the tingle of life in their limbs. Finally, Nani brought out a small cloth bag filled with shimmering glass marbles. They knelt in a circle, the cool, smooth orbs feeling wonderful in their hands. As they aimed and flicked their shooter marbles, they started talking. Not about game levels or new character skins, but about a funny thing their teacher said, about the delicious smell of samosas coming from a nearby house, about the funny shape of a cloud that looked like a camel. Ria noticed her shoulders felt relaxed, and her eyes didn't feel tired and strained like they did after looking at a screen for too long. The next day, just as they were getting ready to meet for Neem Noon, Ria's phone buzzed loudly. Bing. A notification flashed across the screen with bright, exciting colors. Galaxy Gems. Rare comet level. Unlocks in 5 minutes. 1 time only. Ria's heart did a flip-flop. This was the level everyone was talking about. "Guys," she called out, running to find Arav and Mira, holding out her phone. "It's the comet level. We can't miss it. It's only here for a little while." Arav looked torn. He glanced from the exciting flash of the phone to the calm, inviting shade of the neem tree, where Nani was already spreading out a small blanket. "But Neem Noon," he said quietly. Mira chewed her lip. The comet level is super rare, she admitted. But I was really looking forward to playing Coco again. I almost caught you yesterday, Ria. The digital world was calling, with its shiny rewards and urgent timers, but the memory of real-world fun was pulling them in another direction. Ria took a deep breath, the scent of neem leaves filling her lungs. She thought about how much fun she'd had yesterday, how her body felt alive, and her mind felt clear after playing outside. The comet level was tempting, but the feeling of laughing with her friends was better. The game will still be there, she said, surprising even herself with her firm decision. But Neem Noon is right now. Let's play first. A huge smile spread across Araf's face, and Mira nodded eagerly. They made a pact. They would play their hearts out, and then they could all tackle the comet level together during a set screen time window later. After another wonderful Neem Noon, filled with more gilly danda and a very competitive game of marbles, the friends felt energized and happy. That evening, they sat together with chart paper and colorful pens and made a new kind of game plan. They created a weekly chart and divided their afternoons into 3 parts. Move for playing outside, make for drawing, building things, or helping at home, and meet for their screen time together. They had found the perfect balance. The bleeps and bloops of Galaxy Gems were still fun, but they were no match for the sweet, joyful sound of their own laughter under the neem tree.